Good morning, children. Welcome to our online classes by Little Scholars Public School. This is Shilpa Patil. Today, we are going to continue our 7th History chapter, India during the Maurya period. This is part 3. In this video, we are going to learn about Emperor Ashoka's work for the spread of religion, public welfare activities, administration during the Maurya period, and the life of the people during the Maurya period. Children, always remember, this is a message of Emperor Ashoka. It is good and right to serve one's parents, and the victory which arouses compassion and love is the real victory. Emperor Ashoka's work for the spread of religion. Ashoka had embraced Buddhism. He had convened the Third Religious Council on Buddhism at Patliputra. He accepted the Bauddha religion, and that is why he had convened the Third Religious Council at Patliputra on Buddhism. Ashoka sent his own son Mahendra and daughter Sanghamitra for the spread of Buddhism. He also sent Bauddha bhikkhus to West Asia and Central Asia for spreading Buddhism. You can see in these both the pictures also that with Mahendra and Sanghamitra, other Bauddha bhikkhus also were there who went to West Asia and Central Asia for the spread of Buddhism. He also built many stupas and vihars. Many vihars and many stupas he built. Rock edicts also in the Ashoka time period we have seen. Ashoka's rock and pillar edicts were in Nepal, Pakistan and Afghanistan were also there. Now also it is available. It is mostly written in Brahmi script, Sanskrit, Greek. Children, each pillar is about 40 to 50 feet high. It designed to spread Buddhism, Buddhist principles and brought order and unity to India. As he built many stupas, one of the famous stupa is Sanchi Stupa. King Ashoka originally built this dome-shaped structure called the stupa to hold sacred objects associated with Buddhism. Public welfare activities. Emperor Ashoka laid stress on the creation of facilities for the welfare of the people. For example, he made provisions for free medicines and medical treatment for people as well as for animals. He was kind and generous emperor. For the caring of people, he made the hospitals and medical treatment free, not only for the human being, not only for the people, but also for the animals. He built many roads and planted trees for shade on both sides of the roads. This system is going on now also, but the real idea of planting trees on the both sides of the road was Ashoka's. He dug wells and built dharmashalas also. This is the Ashoka pillar. It founded at Sarnath. The wheel of this structure or pillar which represents Dhamma or law of pity. We are going to see now administration in Ashoka's empire. Patliputra was the capital of Maurya Empire. For the sake of administrative convenience, the empire was divided into 4 regions, each with its own capital. Means there were 4. For convenience of the administration, the region or the empire was divided into 4 regions: Eastern region, Western region, Southern region and Northern region. Eastern region, Toshali was the capital. Western region, Ujjaini was the capital. It is in Madhya Pradesh. Southern region, Suvarnagiri was the capital. which is in Karnataka or Kanakagiri. Northern region, Takshashila was the capital of northern region and now it is in Pakistan. There was a council of ministers which advised the king in matters of administration. There were many officers working at different levels. Ashoka's administration, in the Ashoka's administration, there were strictly rules for no killing animals. Birds also were allowed in the kingdom. Wells, trees, houses, education, roads, and shelters were built over kingdom to help poor and needy people. Near about 84,000 stupas built across his empire. It is strictly warned to the people that they should respect other faiths and religions like the Buddhism, Jainism, Hinduism were coexisted. Peace and prosperity prevailed during his reign. Stressed impartiality in both justice and punishment was there. Built roads and rest houses, which called dharmashalas, planted trees and dug wells, provided hospitals for people and animals, oversaw the growth of medical herbs, released prisoners from jail if they are innocent, urged his subjects to bring conscience to him personally. If any problem is there in case of the person should come personally and meet to the king. This is the central administration and in the Mauryan administration in Ashoka's empire. Here you can see that the person is personally came to the Ashoka and with the help of other administration, other officers, he is solving the problem. Life of the people during the Maurya period. During the Maurya period, agricultural production had great importance. Trade and other occupations also were there like carving and engraving on ivory. Farming or the agricultural was the main occupation to earn the money, and engraving on ivory, this is the carving on rock and engraving carving on ivory. Ivory means teeth of elephant. These types of occupations were there. Also metalwork and black glaze pottery also was also produced. This is the black glaze pottery. Shipbuilding also carried out on a large scale. In metalwork, the technology of making articles of other metals as well as those of iron had developed. You can see in this picture that technology of making articles, different types of articles also can be made by the iron or other metal also. Different festivals and functions were celebrated in villages and towns, and music concerts were a part of entertainment. These types of festivals were celebrated in villages and towns. Towns, especially the harvest festivals, also were there. Wrestling bouts and chariot races were popular, and so were board games and chess also were popular. Board games like chess was called Ashtapad, and other board games also were popular. These were the means of entertainment, we can say. I hope all of you understand this. Thank you very much for watching the video.